On March 2nd, Jackson State played Arkansas Pine Bluff in the Tigers' final home game of the regular season. Then late in the game, the nation was reminded of Jackson State University because of one guy, and we are happy to be joined on BNC via Skype from Jackson, Mississippi, the man who became a national sensation, Thomas Snacks Lee. Snacks, thanks so much for joining us. We'll get to your story in a moment, but first I have to ask you about the cancellation of the SWAC tournament. How disappointing is it for you and your teammates, especially for you seniors, that it had to end as abruptly as it did because of coronavirus concerns?
It was a rather very sad day. Anytime that you build a special bond with a group of guys and you develop relationships with these people, all the work you put in, all the long days and long nights, it's very sad to have the season end that way, especially when the fact that we had a 5-game winning streak currently going into the semifinal game, 1 game away from the championship. So, anytime your season cut short right when you feel like you're peaking and, you feel like you're destined to win the championship and you feel like the team, everybody's all in, everybody wants it for each other. It's just a very sad day, and especially to be, on the bus headed to the tournament and to get the call. All
right, let's get to what's made you famous. Tell me what life has been like for you since you hit that 3-pointer back on March 2nd.
Life has been different, a lot of recognition. Anywhere I go, any restaurant or anything like that. Like last night, I went to hear a live band play, and I tried to come in and just sit down and act like, I was just a regular person. And while they were singing, they cut the music down a little bit and shouted me out, and how they go. So it was just, it's just nice to get recognition and see the love from locally as well as nationally, and get all the recognition and have people, tell oh, you're a celebrity now, But I tell people, humble never Hollywood. I want to, make sure I'm humble in all the things that I do. So, I try to, continue to be a regular person.
And what was your favorite interview to do besides Black News Channel? What was your favorite interview to do?
Besides Black News Channel, it would probably be the Today Show. The Today Show was really cool to see the support from all the people at the show and the show hosts. The love they showed, and for them to make me feel at home, because that was probably one of my first times being on a national platform like this. So to feel welcomed by them, it kind of made my interviews more comfortable. So it was a great experience overall.
Now, after serving as the Jackson State manager your entire time there as a student, as a Jackson native, can you describe the feeling of what it was like to get in your first game and then to make the shot that set the world on fire?
To get in my first game, it was very special. It's a lot of people in the world that would die to just play Division I basketball, just be a part of a Division I basketball program. So to be able to actually have the opportunity to check in a game and be able to fulfill a dream it's big. A lot of guys on the team come in every day. They go hard. They make sure that the guys that play a lot of minutes are ready for competition, and for them to remove themselves out of the way and give me an opportunity to go in. It was very special, So, my teammates as well as coaches and all the academic people that got me cleared, and, just everybody as a whole played a big role in making that moment special for me.
Now, you said that you were number 35 because you're a Kevin Durant fan. You showed KD range, and then the 2-time finals MVP shouted you out after he saw your work and then sent you a signed jersey. What did that mean to you?
It was very special. Not too often you get the chance to get recognition from someone, a great like that. Anytime that your favorite player in the world notices you and just simply does a kind gesture for you, such as sign a jersey, it's special. To even know that he recognized me and even saw it. It's a lot of things that go into that. I'm pretty sure he's rehabbing and things like that, and he's trying to get back on the court. And I know he has a lot going on, so I found it special for him to take out time out his day to recognize me as well as, give me a signed jersey. So I really appreciate him for that.
Hey, just curious, where does the jersey go for you? Where does that framed jersey go?
It's going most definitely getting framed, and it's gonna be in my room. It got to be in my room. It got to be something I look at when I wake up in the morning. It's motivation, to keep grinding and continue to do great things.
All right, now Thomas, we know you as Snacks. Tell me about the nickname. How did it start? Where did it come from?
The nickname Snacks originally came from it actually came from the team. When I was probably about 5 or 6, my aunt brought me around around the program, and just all of the Jackson State events as a whole. The two things I fell in love with was the band and basketball. So I kind of drifted more towards the basketball because I met some players in a local Walmart one time, and I asked them. I said, "You guys play for Jackson State?" And they were like, "Yeah. Next time you're at the game, come holler at us. We're gonna let you go back in the locker room with us. You think you like this?" So from then on, when I went in the locker room, I had Skittles, M&Ms, some nachos, or just some fast food that I brought before I came to the game, and I used to eat it in there. Just as years went on, they finally gave me the name Snacks, and it just got more popular and more popular as the years progressed.
Is there any way to describe the bond that you've had with your team, your teammates there in Jackson?
My bond with my teammates has been like none other. We've became so close, throughout the years. We have strong bonds on and off the court. And I do anything for those guys. If it's getting up at 5 a.m. out the bed to rebound for them, or if it's staying at midnight, making sure laundry and making sure all the practice gear is set out and everything like this. So, it's a special bond with these guys that I remember forever. And
well, your team's last game turned out to be at home, a win over Alcorn State in the quarterfinals of the SWAC tournament. You managed to get in that game as well. Tell me what being a Jackson State Tigers player and student has meant to you overall.
Being a Jackson State player and student was very special to me. When I was growing up, Jackson State was really like my only option in my mind, because I never made the middle school basketball team. I never made the high school basketball team. So when I didn't make those teams, I became the manager. And it was always a goal of mine to actually be able to get in a real game. So, for me to actually be able to fulfill that dream of being a college player and playing at Jackson State, it was big for me. And it was one of my goals that I worked hard for, and I laid it all out on the line for it.
A Jackson native and a Tiger through and through. Now, before I let you go, I want you to do me one last favor. If you were the play-by-play announcer calling your three-pointer in that game that went in, how would you have described it? Can you pretend you were the announcer for that shot?
If I had to predict, if I was the announcer, let me see what I would say. Entering the game, a long-range sniper from Proline High School, Thomas Snacks Lee. He comes down the court. He spots up in his favorite spot. Number 3, Jonas James, kicks it back to the long-range sniper. He shoots it. It goes in. The crowd goes wild. So that's probably would be how I announce it.
That's excellent. So you might be looking into that as the next career then, from Jackson State manager and player to announcer.
Actually, I took that into consideration, but I really want to start my journey as a coach. And I'm also a musician. So
what do you play?
I kind of battle. I play the piano.
Excellent. All right, well, Thomas Snacks Lee, thanks for giving us all something to smile about. We wish you the best in your future, whether that's in music, whether that's in broadcasting. We certainly appreciate your time. Thanks for your patience, and thanks for joining us here on BNC.
No problem. I thank you guys for having me. I hope y'all have a great day.